Last Minute Man, and we are back at the studio with my good buddy, Mr. Obvious. And Mr. Obvious, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about the AK-223.
Yeah, this is AK-101, but we are continuing our series on if you only had one rifle, what would it be? And we figured, just the AK platform in general. There are different calibers. You've got the AK-74, which is 5.45 by 3.9. You got the AK-47, which is 7.62 by 3.9, and then this is the AK-101, which is a 2.23 or 5.56 NATO variant. So we're going to shoot a few rounds out of this baby today and give you our thoughts on it. And what we got to shoot here, Mr. Obvious?
Oh, we got we just got some Wolf. They are hollow points. Then we got the Frontier M193s 5.56 NATO 55 grain full metal jackets.
So this is basically the same stuff we shot in military. It's target ammo, and but it will drop you. You don't want to get hit by it. But we're gonna go out here and do 3-shot groups with each of these. I'll shoot one, he'll shoot the other. We'll flip heads and tails, and then we're gonna pump some rounds through this, get the barrel nice and hot, and kind of see what our grouping does or how it changes when the barrel is hot.
Let's see if the group opens up like the Mini did.
Yeah, kind of just compare them. But let's get out here, Mr. Obvious, and do some shooting.
Let's get her done.
All right, Mr. Obvious. We got this here AK set up, and you are firing the Wolf ammo, and I'll get that in picture there.
We got 3 of the Wolf in it.
And he is firing at the 100-yard target, and that is our yellow man down there.
Yeah.
And he's going to put a 3-shot group on that. We'll go down and take a look at it and see how we do. So, Mr. Obvious, let's rock and roll here.
Woohoo! All right. Been a minute since I shot this.
Just above that center. You hit him in the neck.
You got a malfunction?
And that's the first malfunction I have seen on that.
The mags are so old, I think they're...
Yeah. And from here, that looks pretty tight. But let's get down there and take a look. Okay, Mr. Obvious, so show us your shots here. What we got?
Oh, we got one here, and one here, so...
And that was open sights.
Open sights.
And that's about a 6-inch spread.
That thing's got the longest trigger pull ever I've seen. Pull it back forever before it goes off.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about that gun, so...
But yeah, well, there it is. And I'll go back and I'll shoot some of that other stuff you got. And we'll see. Just take note of where these shots are. I think we're out of paint. So I'll just take some shots, and it's quite evident where those are. And we'll come back and see it after I shoot.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to take my try at this. We got this Frontier ammunition. I have never fired this stuff. But let's see how it groups. Here, and Mr. Obvious said you aim just under the bullseye there.
I put that little black
So that's, I'll put it in the same spot, see what happens.
set it right on top of the bead.
All right. Let's see how she did.
What a spread.
It's a wide open. You can see that from here.
Yeah.
But
Got one well left and 2 right together at the top left.
yeah. So let's get over there and take a look at it and see what you did. All right. So if the goal here was to see how far apart I could get these, I think I did pretty good.
You done a good job on that.
But yeah, this was my first shot, and these were my next 2. So the pulling to the left could be me. This, I think, was an ammo issue because I aimed in the same spot every time. But yeah, it is what it is, though. That's about a 2-foot spread.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, had a bad bullet or what happened there. Who knows?
Well, we can chalk that up to.
I know you don't shoot that bad.
But anyway, so we actually did find some yellow paint. So Mr. Obvious is going to paint this, and I'll let him shoot at it. I guess the wolf was a little more consistent.
Yeah, you can shoot. Don't matter to me.
But what we'll do is get that nice and hot and just shoot. All right, just so you can see, Mr. Obvious is painting the target. So we'll see where she hits when we get her hot. Okay, so I got this loaded up with 10 rounds of wolf ammo. You ready, Mr. Obvious?
Ready.
One thing is, it's too fun to rapid fire when you got this thing. It's hard to just wait, but I hit it every time. Okay, so Mr. Obvious, while this barrel's nice and warm here, he's going to shoot at the 150-yard target and shoot very slow. And we've got a new magazine in here as well, and that's a Pro Mag, so we just kind of wanted to see how it functions and cycles with that. But go ahead out there, Mr. Obvious, and give us a good group. From up here.
150 yards.
Yeah.
See what she does.
Let's go down there and take a look. All right. So my rapid fire getting the barrel hot. It was all over the place, but that's kind of what you expect when you're shooting and the plates are swinging and everything. But yeah, I mean, it's an AK, so I didn't think it was bad at all. I'm real curious to see what Mr. Obvious did down there at the 150 yard. Well, Mr. Obvious, I'm actually thoroughly impressed with this. Now, we both misspoke. This is actually 175 yards, correct?
175 yards, yeah.
So let's look at that group. It's about 4 inches.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can lay your hand across it easy. So, yep, a little bit longer than my finger there. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's 3 shots, 175 yards. That's not bad.
Right. It isn't. And that's a testament to the 5.56 round as well. Yeah. They are a flat shooting round. And even out of that AK, it's shooting pretty good.
Yeah.
All right.
Impressed.
Let's get back for an AAR. And we are back with our after action report. And what do we have to report today, Mr. Obvious?
Oh, we shot like crap today.
That's all right. It's more us than the gun. So, actually, I think she shot pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, 175 yards, toed to tail. I mean, we was in there like...
Yeah, and you know, that's...
a hot barrel, too.
And that's with just like what I would call military-grade ammo, nothing special. It's kind of what you'd expect. And an AK is a very, very reliable platform, clearly. We were having malfunctions here, and I took a look at it, and I said, Mr. Obvious, when was the last time you oiled this thing?
About 5 years ago.
So I think that might be, that's one of these myths about the AK. People say, oh man, they'll run no matter what. You can get, no man, it's like any other mechanical device. You've got to lubricate.
You got to lubricate, man.
You have to. Yeah. And I mean, all this, there is a lot of wild talk out there. You'll hear guys, they're not made of magic stuff, okay? They're made of metal. And when you've got metal on metal, there has to be lubrication. Otherwise, you'll have malfunctions. So I think that's what was causing our malfunctions there. AKs are very reliable.
Yeah, that was what was causing the malfunction. That gun is dry. You can hear it just
Yeah.
dry.
So, I mean, but that didn't hurt the shootability of it. It shot, I think, fairly decent. This is a Romanian AK variant, so this isn't what you would call a high-end AK. It's not a Russian-made, or I think Kalashnikov is what a lot of people say are good. I don't know. Comment below. Let me know what the best AK is out there. I'm not the world's foremost expert on them. I was shot at a lot with one, or with a few, over in Afghanistan. So, yeah, communists and terrorists agree. This is a great weapons weapon.
They work. They're like a Glock. They work.
Yeah, they do. They do work. Is it my go-to? No. That's just for me, and I'll tell you why. It's not because it's not reliable or it doesn't have enough firepower. Those aren't the negatives I have. It's the modularity of it. It doesn't, attachments, whatnot. If you wanted to mount a red dot, I have seen things that go on the dust cover. These aren't solid, so this would not be a solid mount if you mounted it there. I've seen some side mount stuff that look awkward to me. You're not going to free float this barrel. Things like that. I think it's antiquated in its design. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's utilitarian. It works. Heck, you would be served well if you had one of these. I think. What do you think, Ms. Robbie?
Yeah, I mean, it had to work. I mean, it beats having a slingshot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, it's definitely.
Yeah.
Particularly in the 7.62x3.9, and you'll have people that argue that. A lot of people like the 5.45x3.9. They say it's more accurate. The 7.62x3.9 is a very hard hitting round, and I can tell you from what I have seen, these will put somebody on the ground. 7.62x3.9 within 150 yards is bad as bone. I mean, it is a man stopper.
It's got a lot of energy. Yeah.
It's got a lot of energy. So, the 223 variant we're shooting here is probably a little more accurate than 7.62s that I have fired, the AK-47 variants. I've personally never shot an AK-74. So, again, let me know in the comment section. There's a lot of people out there that know a whole lot more about these than I know. I know they're a very simple design, easy to take apart, easy to clean. And like I said, history has proven they work.
They work.
And, you would be served well if this was your only rifle and if it was your go-to. I mean, it's just personal things that I don't like about it. And I'm a little biased because everybody that ever shot at me was shooting at me with these. So I'm not a huge fan, but they are a good rifle.
I mean, the 7.62x3.9, you could deer hunt with that. I don't know if I want to go punching holes in deer with a 223, but up close with a right bullet placement, you can kill a deer with it. I mean, you said 175 yards, I'd hit a deer every shot.
Absolutely.
In the kill zone, but how far would I have to track that thing to find it with a little 223 bullet?
Those are things you got to consider, and it's like we were talking. When we've got this one gun concept, pick your, whatever fantasy it is that you got, zombie apocalypse or without rule of law. Is it going to be a long-term thing? If it is going to be a long-term thing, for sure, I want something I could get food with. A 223, I'm not saying you couldn't, but I like a fully powered cartridge instead of an intermediate. That's my personal opinion. But we'll get into that later on in the series. We'll get into our actual personal rifles that are our go-tos. And anything you want to add, Mr. Robbie, to this?
No, I mean, just know your caliber and know what it's capable of, your bullet diameter, its limitations. I mean, is this gun just good for 100 yards for game, closer, or, you get a bigger bore gun, 7.62x3.9, 308, you're going to extend your range way out there.
That's
a fact.
Yep. And like I said, we'll get into that as the series continues. But, with that, everybody, remember, keep your knives sharp, keep your powder dry.
Subscribe. subscribe to Last Minute Man and watch us on Rumble.